talking about your big-titted aunt. Your big-titty aunt.
That is great. That's great that you are so out of touch. What about me being 99% great and 1% evil? Okay?
Put the mic in your face, you
I just don't get this part anymore.
We're ready to go? Are we recording?
I got attacked by a hawk.
We're recording.
Are we on?
We're on.
Oh my God.
We're on, dude.
I'm so tired. I hope this podcast wakes me up. One of the goals of doing this is to get out of my tiredness. Yeah, I'm tired.
Tired of what?
Everything.
Well, I would too if you got attacked by a hawk. Let's go into that. Let's go right into that.
All right, here's what happened. And I'm not familiar with hawks. So I had to look this up.
While you're getting attacked?
No, this was afterwards.
Okay.
Because I couldn't believe this happened.
I could see you.
I'm not, now I don't want to go in my yard.
Yeah, because this is a bully.
But I have a scratch on my head.
Yeah.
I was just walking, minding my own business, and then something hit me on the head, which I thought fell out of the tree, but it was a little more rough, and then saw the fucking hawk swoop away. I'm like, what?
So
why?
It landed on you?
I mean, it hit me with its claws.
That's weird. You do have like little like
scratch.
You have like rodent.
I poured a whole thing of hydrogen peroxide on my head. Because I don't want to go to the hospital.
Because of hawkitis?
Yes.
Or whatever you might
I don't know. I mean, I watch a lot of shows where guys are getting like attacked by things. And they're not being airlifted from their home.
Yeah.
Okay. So if they're getting bit or
did you actually get bit though?
No, but it has dirty claws. Yes, they do. Their claws are not clean. I don't know. They're grabbing snakes and they're scratching.
Yeah.
Their feathers.
Yeah, you're naming all the things about a hawk. Yeah. Why did it attack you?
I don't know. I thought I was friends.
I think it's funny that you're small enough for a hawk to attack.
I looked up what could a hawk actually pick up? What's the weight limit?
One Carmen.
Could it pick up a human?
No.
I mean, it obviously didn't try to grab my hair. There's not much hair, but it scratched the forehead.
Yeah.
And no one believed me, by the way. When I went into the house, my wife's like, of course, because I'm a tall tale teller.
Yeah, so you were like, a dragon attacked me.
So she's like, well, maybe there's a nest. I'm like, I don't want to hear that. That's not the...
Because then there's more.
Then I'm not special.
Oh.
Like if the hawk was trying to warn me, maybe it was like...
Is this He-Man?
There's something ahead of you. Hey, and get my attention before I fell in a hole, right? Get my attention.
No.
But if it's just protecting its nest, then I'm actually a threat to the hawk.
Yeah.
But I think what it was doing was it was just giving me a heads up. Hey, pay attention, pal.
It's like your spirit animal.
Yeah, because he's around the yard now.
Yeah.
So I had the issue with the hawk, and then I told you about the rats. Yeah. In the house, there's rats.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So I set traps.
Yeah.
I caught 2 rats.
Again?
Yeah, 2 more. And when I went up there, I tie the traps so they don't take the traps with them. If they do, just get a little piece of the trap.
Yeah.
And I have these wires, and I poked myself so deep in the thumb.
Yeah.
And I was just dripping with blood. As I was coming down the step ladder on Friday night when we're supposed to go out and party, and this happens to me. First the hawk, same day as the hawk. And now there's blood on my thumb.
It's a bad omen.
And I told my wife, I go, oh my God, a fucking rat bit me. And she fell for it. She was like, oh my God. I go, they're up there. They're all over the place. That little fucker got my finger. And she's like, oh my. No. And she was like, totally.
You're such an asshole. How long did you go with
it? I was squeezing it and the blood's pouring out of it.
Jesus.
Because I figured that was a dual thing.
Did you like try to do a snake venom check? Like, suck it out.
Well, no, I didn't want her. No, because I was afraid that there was something in there. I didn't want her to put that on her mouth. So I was kind.
Oh, this is...
I was being kind.
So kind.
I mean, it hurts right now because it felt like it's a thin wire.
Yeah.
Almost like a needle, and it went deep. Right? And then I didn't have any hydrogen peroxide left.
Yeah, you
I use it all in my head.
Use it as shampoo.
And here's what happens, Donnie, because I know Donnie's fascinated by this.
Yeah, look at him.
Every time I do something strange like that, I always think I'm going to get a gift back, like a superpower, like the hawk scratch me.
You're gonna be Hawkman.
Something. And then pouring hydrogen peroxide on your head, which I don't think people do.
Yeah.
What if hair started growing? What if I discovered a way to grow hair accidentally?
You're one of those guys.
From the. But you don't know.
I didn't do
How's
that.
Bitcoin? Right? Bitcoin. That's how Bitcoin.
No fucking way you bring Bitcoin.
Bitcoin was discovered that way. There's no. It's the blockchain, man. It's the blockchain.
No, you're not gonna be Hawkman. Get the fuck out
It
of here.
came. Nobody knows how Bitcoin's mined. I'm telling you, there's a connection.
No.
Yes.
No. Okay. Fine.
Right?
Yeah,
because that's how things happen. The guy did Dogecoin. It's a joke.
Sure. You gonna try to explain fucking cryptocurrency right now? Because
No.
Hawkman doesn't explain cryptocurrency.
But that's how things. Right? You could get lucky
Yeah.
by discovering.
Oh, I see.
Oh, there's a ledger
So you're saying
system, and there's these blockchains,
Yeah.
and one coin is worth.
Okay, hold on for the listeners real quick. Because we were taking so long to boot up the podcast because of technical difficulties.
Oh, God.
Carmen read a paragraph on the internet about Bitcoin and thinks he's an expert now all of a sudden.
Well, no, I can see it now
Yeah.
that it's going to be worth one coin. What did I say? $514,000.
Yeah.
Right, and this was all through mining accidents. They're mining on the
Mining
internet.
accidents.
Yeah. I watch.
You're imagining like actual miners, aren't you?
Well, I know because Home Depot, I think, is doing it, right?
Yeah.
Because I saw a TikTok
Wait, what?
on it. I saw a TikTok.
Don't.
Yeah, and it gave me enough evidence to believe that Home Depot in its spare time is mining Bitcoin. There's a warehouse of servers, and it's all the green dots lined up, right?
Yeah.
All the different, and it's taking.
What?
Uh-huh.
What do you mean?
I'll show you
No, I don't want
later.
to see.
I'll show you later. It's not something I came up with.
Okay, that's fair.
If you,
What if you did come up with the hair solution because of a hawk claw
Yeah.
and
right,
and what was it?
Hydrogen peroxide. And I mixed a little regular alcohol.
Would you share that with the world, or would you try to like capitalize on it?
Top it off with some bourbon.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the cure.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. You don't know what. Right. Okay. Science. And
Don't. You're not allowed.
Yes.
You're not allowed to use the
Science
word science.
is ongoing.
Thank you for saying that.
Would you know that?
In case you guys didn't know that.
I'm saying I don't have a control
Yeah.
in my experiment. I just have the experiment.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm just right. I had some whiskey. I had a hawk claw. I stabbed myself with a rat cage piece. Like, so I got a little rat juice in my thumb.
You'll do anything to grow hair back. I swear to
Anything.
God.
And the hair, I think, is thicker.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm gonna be real with you.
No, it's not thicker.
I don't know if it's just the light in there.
It looks thinner.
Looks a little thicker.
Oh, okay.
It does. I feel like I can't see through it anymore.
Yeah, it's just the lighting. Because when I got stabbed by the hawk, you could see the blood immediately.
Yeah.
Like your hair, that it would have
Yeah.
been a fucking nest.
Mine-
The hawk would have stayed in there. Like he would have built the nest in there, and you would have never known. Like other hawks would be coming at those fucking hawks to get in your hair, like a fight for that territory.
Yeah, like it's a.
I just what I'm saying. I don't know why he came at me. And then here's the thing: I didn't know this, but hawks are considered raptors. Like I thought, raptor was a word that was for dinosaurs.
They evolved.
I'm waiting.
You didn't know what it is?
No, I didn't know this.
A raptor.
I know what a raptor is.
It's
yeah.
a raptor.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know, and you can't kill a hawk.
What?
It's a migratory bird. You're not allowed to shoot it. Not allowed.
Oh, okay.
Can't do
I
nothing
thought
to
they
it.
were like impervious.
Even if it comes at you, you got to just get away from it. Oh, yeah, they don't die.
I
They're
was
immortal.
like, I tried to kill that hawk, and it's fucking impossible.
Right? So
Yeah.
They're not immortal, but, by law.
They're not allowed to be killed.
Even if it was like attacking your wife, you have to be, that's cool.
Really?
Because you can't touch the hawk.
That's cool.
Yeah. So, and they always attack from behind. Sneaky. And this is the exact scenario.
I can't believe it.
Sometimes I Google something, I go, that's not me. When I Googled this, that was exactly my case.
Yeah.
That thing got me from behind.
Yeah.
A raptor came at me. So, kind of a hero in the house. Really. Pretty big hero with the whole blood on the thumb.
Bloody thumb, yeah.
And taking out a bush that I did also. Some work with a chainsaw.
Right. Did a lot.
Here's the thing about it. If you ever see a guy with a chainsaw,
Run.
I'm just saying the thing that will make you not think this is such a big deal is when it's electric.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I was chainsawing and the plug came out of it and it died. It kind of makes you look like like a jackass. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's so stupid to really buy a chainsaw with a cord because you can so easily just hit that cord
electrocute yourself,
and trip
yeah.
yourself up.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's what I have.
Yeah.
I don't like to admit that. But you get out there and it's not like you're pulling it, boom, boom. Right? It's not,
You just press
there's
a
no,
button.
it's just a little click,
Oh my goodness.
and it starts up.
Little
Right?
blender motor.
It's almost like battery operated.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like I can't even get through. I have to push so fucking hard. It's not even working.
Yeah, you're just
Just
chopping
the force of me pushing down on the branch breaks it,
Yeah.
and that's it.
Yeah.
So I don't look so hero-like with that, but I tell you, man. Then the whole thing with the van breaking down this week, I saved my wife because the car went into neutral. What happened was, this is Friday. This is after you told me that the podcast that we were recording on Friday got fucked up, and that we couldn't release it.
Yeah.
And I was still in a good mood.
That's pretty cool.
I was still in a good mood
That's impressive, guys.
because the podcast we did Friday was so shitty.
it was so bad.
Because we were tired after 7 hours, and then we tried to do a podcast.
Yeah.
It was destined for failure.
Yeah, I almost didn't want to release it even if it did work, I'll be honest with you.
So maybe that was a hawk interception. Maybe some other type of intervention happened.
Yeah.
Non-hawk like. This was more of a
This is a
technology intervention.
Yeah,
All right.
I feel that.
So that happened, and I was fine with that because we were at the beach when you told me.
Yeah, you said that.
Yeah, I was at
I
the
thought
beach.
you hung up on me too. It was funny
Yeah.
because you were talking on the phone. And all of a sudden, you were like, "What? What do you mean?" And then I hung up, and I was like, "Damn, Carmen's pissed off for sure."
Yeah, I don't think I don't. If it was a really, really good pod,
You've been mad, yeah.
I still would have said it probably wasn't that great of a pod because I overvalue everything I do.
Yeah,
Because I'm like, oh, that was a great set. Then I watch the video, I go, the fuck was that?
yeah.
Yeah, like all the shows we did in Fort Myers, I don't think I used more than 3 minutes of it.
Yeah, fuck that place. How about that?
Maybe it was the crowd, maybe it was the way we taped it. I don't know, but I'm like, this is unusable.
Yeah,
Right? So sometimes you think you have such a great thing,
yeah. Then you actually look at it, and you're like, ugh.
and then sometimes you think something is not that great.
And then it's like,
It's
really
amazing,
good. Yeah.
right?
What's that about?
I don't know. I think it's self-esteem. Where you think really too highly and your expectations are too big.
Yeah.
Right. So I didn't care that the pod died because it was Friday too. So Friday, and I was on my way to buy booze. So I went to the liquor store, right? And now there's no masks anywhere. I'm happy about that. There's no masks, right? So
Nobody
we're
like
all,
yelling at you.
nobody yelling anymore. It seems like everybody's in a better mood now. You can see people's fucking teeth again.
That's not what
You
I
know.
want, though.
So I get the booze, and then all of a sudden, right in front of Walmart, it happens every time. Car breaks down. It's always happens around a Walmart.
Think it's a conspiracy?
I think because it's just there's shit happening emanating from that Walmart that breaks people's shit.
Yeah.
So they have to go in there and buy more.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Car goes into a warning mode, have to pull over. All right. I'm like, this son of a bitch. Why? On a Friday? Now, all I'm thinking about is getting drunk.
Yeah.
I don't care about the car.
Yeah.
I don't care about just get me home. If I could just I was ready to. It was car went into neutral. I was hoping to coast all the way home. I don't know. I don't want to go through AAA. I don't want to get towed. None of that. I mean, that's a nightmare on a Friday.
On a Friday.
Last Friday, we got rejected from the IRS. My taxes from the IRS got rejected.
Damn.
Because my son did his own fucking taxes, and I told him, we're using you as a dependent because you depend on us, so don't claim yourself.
Yeah.
Well, what's he do?
Claims
his fuck himself. We submit, IRS rejects it. That's on a Friday.
Yeah.
Dude, don't fucking hit me on a Friday with IRS news.
Yeah.
On the way to the beach, again, we were on our way to the beach last Friday, and it came over the loudspeaker in the van. It said my tax lady's name
serious?
On the screen, and I pressed it. I should have never answered that fucking call. No.
Yeah.
All right, so here's what happens. The following Friday, right? It's the van. It's the podcast. We get home, successfully restarted the van to call Honda, but my wife checks the fucking mail, and I get called for jury duty.
That's why you looked.
I was so pissed. I go, why are you doing this? I never go in the mailbox on a Friday.
Oh, man. Listen, I might be a bad person for saying this, but I don't think I've ever wanted somebody to get selected for jury duty more.
Me?
Than you, yeah. I hope it's a murder case.
I just got called about it 2 years ago.
I hope it's a murder case that somehow involves construction equipment, and they find out you're a construction comic, and they're like, get that guy, for sure, get that guy. Because they're going to go through jury selection.
Yeah, well, I went, yes, I 2 years ago, they had me go to jury duty. And
Can I tell you? Okay, I have a story after you go.
I just basically tried to get unpicked from the get-go.
Okay.
Right? I'm just not.
What's your technique?
I
saw a lot of techniques.
I isolate from people. I don't listen to the jury. I don't listen to the lady who's telling you to get into the room. I drag my feet. I'm in the bathroom too long. Like, I am totally not ready ever.
Okay, so you're just a pain in the ass.
Use a pencil. I'm using a pen.
Yeah,
right? I can't get nothing right.
Yeah.
But it's not enough. They're going to pick me.
They're going to pick you for sure.
I'm going to postpone it, though.
Yeah.
I have to postpone it. I'll be out of town anyway.
So I got selected for jury duty once, and it was a case involving a teacher and a student.
Like a teaching thing?
No. It was... I mean, I'm sure there was education going on somewhere.
This is in Sarasota?
Yeah. It was a Booker. It was a Booker elementary thing.
Right.
So a student or a teacher touched a student or something like that. So it was like, ooh.
Like slapped him?
No. Like, I mean, maybe he might have been into that, but I don't know. It was a pedophilia case.
Before COVID?
It was a pedophile. Yeah. Yeah. It was a pedophile case. So some dude in there, we're going through jury selection, right? And they're like disclosing this case to us, and we're all like, Jesus Christ. We're like, so nobody wants to be on this fucking case. I'm sitting next to a former teacher. So they're like, you're definitely going to be on this case. Like they were asking him all the questions. He kept being like, oh fuck. He kept looking over at me because me and him kind of bonded in this experience. And he was just like, he goes, I know they're going to pick me. And I'm like, they're going to pick you for sure.
Because he's a teacher.
Because he's a teacher. That's what they do. They want to find like the perfect jury. You know what I mean?
They want to match you up.
Yeah.
What about matching you up with kind of the offense?
Well, that's how jury selection works. There'll be like the offense and the defense will pick their own jurors.
Yeah, but the offense, like this teacher got.
No, don't even. You're trying to build a case for the teacher. This teacher was seduced.
Right. Something happened where. No, here's the thing. Don't you think there's a lot of.
I want to say something real quick.
Setup in this?
No, let's just stop for a second.
What if the kid was trying to like?
Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up!
I have to go to the
victim blaming.
I have to go to the bathroom, and the teacher's helping him unzip his pants.
That's not what happened. No.
Right, and then all of a sudden, here come the cops. It was a setup. It was a sting operation.
So here's what happened. It wasn't a sting operation. This was like a report. So
to catch a predator.
Yeah, Chris Hansen wasn't there, but. So everybody, they're asking all these questions for all these people in like the jury selection.
Like, do you hate teachers?
Yeah, like stuff like that. And then one guy was like, This is how he got excused. I swear to God. He started like kept looking around. Kept like looking around like a psycho. Like a psycho.
Right.
And they're like, Mr. Cahoney, what's the problem? And he was like, these fluorescent lights, they make my skin irritable. And they were like, okay, you're excused. And I was like, that shit worked.
Right.
So then one by one, people started like approaching the bench.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, and they would put static on the thing, and they'd be like, what happened? And they'd be like, sorry, this case makes me very uncomfortable because I had a situation like this. So and they're like, oh, you're excused.
Or come up with something.
So I honestly, for a minute, I was like, I'm gonna lie about being molested to get out of this.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I'm gonna lie about being molested.
Then they're gonna do some investigation.
No, they were just excusing people left and right. You know what I mean?
If
I'm sitting next to this teacher, and I'm like, at this point, I'm like, this might be guilty by association.
So you got molested by the teacher you're sitting next to.
No. Yeah, I was like, no, follow me to the bathroom real quick.
I just got molested by this teacher.
By this guy right here. Is this too close to home? I need to be excused. Yeah. So I honestly was like, I'll just make up a story real quick and go up there and tell him. You know what I mean? And I'm thinking about it. And then they asked me a question, and the guy was like, and this was the defense attorney, and he goes, Mike, do you think cops are infallible? And I went, yeah, no, absolutely not. Maybe. What does infallible mean? And I swear to God, he looks over at the fucking judge, looks back at me, and goes, "You're excused."
Really?
Yeah.
Does it hurt you to be excused? Like, do you feel like?
I don't want to be.
I know, but does it? Even though you don't want to be on, does it kind of go? I didn't get picked again. Like,
no.
Will this bring back bad
happy.
memories for me from like when I was on sports teams?
No,
I was never first string.
See, now he wants to get picked.
I'm saying it might hurt me.
Yeah.
Like if I don't get chosen.
Yeah, you'll have a little bit of.
Will I have that?
Yeah.
What is that? That
remorse?
Yeah, or even because I didn't do anything wrong, I just didn't get chosen. Yeah. Like I'm not the one they want.
You still want to get chosen now?
I want to be picked, but then I want to go. Thank you for choosing me.
Well, I can't make it.
But I can't do this.
Yeah, that's not an excuse, by the way.
I think they should just ask a question in general to everyone and say, "Is there anyone here that would make up a story to get out of this?" Right, and if you put your hand up, you leave.
Yeah.
Because they pick like 100 people.
No, they don't. They pick 12.
No, I mean, there's 100 in the room
in
the beginning.
Yeah, and they will it down to 50.
And and then they got multiple cases. There's a good chance you might get chosen for this shit.
Yeah.
Right? And now with COVID, if you got to wear a mask the whole fucking time, like I'm like, no, I'm not going in there wearing a mask.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah, well, if you don't.
There you go. You might get non-chosen.
You don't wear a mask.
You're gonna leave.
I can't wear a mask.
You're gonna leave in a cop car, dude. I swear to God. Oh, it's gonna be great.
I do get anxious around any type of law enforcement stuff.
We have to do a podcast right after this.
Right at the prison.
Yeah, for sure.
As I'm getting cuffed because I told the security guys, I'm keeping my knife in my pocket.
Yeah, exactly. You
know how expensive this knife was? I lost it once.
Yeah.
Which is true.
You should walk in there and pull out a gun and be like, will you hold this for me?
That might be a little crazy.
But it's a BB gun.
It's a 22 Gammo. That's what I have.
It's a Gammo.
You have to cock it this way. You have to actually break the
barrel.
barrel.
Break barrel, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That'd be a hard gun to sneak in anywhere.
That's the point. You don't sneak it in. You're just like, hey, I brought this for personal defense. Can you
But
hold
isn't it wrong, and I tell my wife this all the time, that if you... When it rains, it fucking pours shit or good. Sometimes a lot of good happens to me.
Yeah.
And then a lot of crap all at once.
Yeah.
Like I told you, the gig I'm supposed to do this week in Indiana, she tried to cancel.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We talked about this on the Dead podcast or a Good podcast?
We talked about this off podcast.
Off podcast. Okay. Yeah. And I told you I tried to get people to come to the show because she said she didn't have enough people.
Right.
And then when I got the people to call, she didn't like those kind of people. So then she said, we're full.
Ugh.
We're at capacity.
I hate her.
So now I'm going to this gig with an attitude.
You're going to be so mad.
Where's my people? That's all I want. Where's the people that I wanted to have come to this show? Not that you said couldn't come to this show.
You're getting a bunch of Karens. That's what you're going to get.
How do I get myself, in those situations? That's bad. I mean, there's hawks that are mad at me. I'm sure the whole rat family is coming after me. I don't even know how that's going to play out. I got a snake this morning, big black one, and I want to touch all these animals. Like I want to see if I can, pick up a snake. Only because I have a fear of snakes, and they say, pick one up. That's how you get rid of the fear. But if they nip me at all, just a tiny, tiny nip, like I had a frog in my hand, and I felt like, I'm not sure if it wet itself or wet me or slime me or something.
Yeah.
Although that is supposed to make you high, I think, if you lick a frog or a toad.
Yeah, if you lick a frog.
Any frog?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm. No, not any frog, no.
Okay. What's going on? Wait.
Camera died.
Okay.
Oh, right here. Oh, no. Not right here.
This is in the middle of the pod. You're going to be able to take this out?
I don't know where my camera bag is. Did you have it? Over there.
Folks,
behind your computer.
We have a lot going on.
No, behind your computer. Behind your tablet.
Now we have editing to do. We have editing to do.
No, it's not. It's fine.
He's going to cut that out.
This is the realism of the podcast.
I don't think we're allowed any downtime. The people who are downloading this, as soon as there's that downtime, they're switching right over to Corolla and Rogan.
Fuck those people.
That's what they do.
Pussies.
Yeah, because they're like, oh, they didn't keep us entertained. Donnie forgot the camera bag.
Yeah.
And he's still upset.
Yeah.
Don't get Don mad. You don't want Donnie to get mad.
The Don Meister.
Well, look, this morning I didn't realize it, but he has a lot of, until this morning, I should say, he's got this kind of, what did I say? Who's he remind me of? Robin Williams?
Yeah, he's got a lot of Robin.
Little Robin Williams in him.
Robin.
Right?
A lot of it.
Yeah, because he's got the mannerisms.
Yeah.
He's not even trying.
No.
Unless he is trying now.
Where are we going with this?
Well, if you tell somebody, you remind me of blank, then that person starts trying to be that blank.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
It's not a good idea to tell anybody. Like, I should have just let it play out.
Yeah, you should have just let him become Robin.
Yeah. And then this way he doesn't try every day to come in here and impress me with his Robin Williams bullshit. Because I know that's what he's doing now.
Yeah, he's going to come in dressed as like the genie or some shit from Aladdin.
He's going to memorize Mork and Mindy lines.
Yeah.
Happy Days. The bits that Williams used to do.
Robin was great, yeah. So good.
I don't want to brag about other comics. This is not my thing.
No shit.
I don't. Look, I'm jealous.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
You know that I can't support any other comics. Even if they're good.
Yeah.
Which I'm saying, yeah, there's some good comics out there.
You heard it here first.
They're good.
There's some good comics
but I don't
out there.
support that.
Yeah.
You want to be good on your own? I'm not about to prop you up more.
Do you still get jealous of other comics?
What do you mean? I just said.
He said, like, what do you mean? Like, fucking of course.
Yeah, I mean, jealous is not even correct. What I have gone through is I went through the jealousy. Now I'm on the other side of it where I go, I don't care anymore. Yeah. Which means I super care.
What?
Yeah. When you say I don't, when you say I don't care, you're a liar. That means you care so fucking hard that you can't even admit that you care.
Yeah.
Right?
I know what you mean by that.
So now I care so much that I can't even admit to myself that I care, or else I will go into some type of, why me? Why didn't it work out? How come I'm not?
Something.
I don't even know what I would want out of this. That's the bad thing. Again, I just thought of he's dead, Robin Williams. Do I want that? No.
Yeah.
Do I want the Mitch Hedberg thing? No. Do I want the fucking addict crap? What do I want out of this comedy thing?
You know what's sad about Robin Williams? He died way past his prime, too.
What? You mean he should have died during his prime?
Yeah, because then we're like, you become immortalized, you know? Now people just remember him on that.
But that's not a great goal for that person.
No, it's not a good goal.
If you die, I was thinking about this. I think about a lot of shit, especially at the beach, because there's nothing else to do. You just think, overthink. Like you're supposed to relax, but you can't.
No, you can't relax.
Because you start thinking about, okay, so if I do survive until 80, who cares except me? Who really cares? Why am I doing it? For me? No one's going to be around that I was.
Hold on, wait. I like how you use the word survived. like you're in a third world country. Your biggest problem is you got attacked by a hawk.
No, it's surviving life. And then I make it all the way to 80, and then the people who said you weren't going to make it, they're dead. Then I can't go, look, I told you. Like, being famous for me was only to show my family I could fucking do it without you, pal.
Yeah.
Guess what? I don't need to work at your job. I don't need to work for your father. I don't need your money. I'm going to do it, right?
Yeah.
It was all spite
Yeah.
and anger and fuel,
Yeah.
right? And then to get to a certain spot so I could go, I did it.
Yeah.
And then now it's like, even when you do it, no one acknowledges it.
Yeah. What do you mean?
Now they're like, oh, so how's your little comedy career
Doesn't that piss you off?
going on?
How's your little comedy gigs?
Yeah.
Your skits. You doing your skits?
Yeah, I mean, it's all kind of very small in there. If you're not doing what they want you to do, like your family has no interest. I'm always amazed, even with my own friends.
Yeah.
You have a friend that's a stand-up comic.
They don't care.
Why don't you ask about it?
They don't, yeah.
I got to ask about transportation and warehousing, or how you sell bandwidth,
Dude, now
or
that I think
you
about
work
it,
for a bank.
It's really funny because now that I think about it, I had this moment the other day. I was talking about comedy to like 5 or 6 people, and there was this dude. I won't say his name, but he's like a meat packer or something. He deals with meat.
And like I'm always like, I don't know how to meet. What they do with
He
it?
uses the meats, so he's got the meats. So like,
Right, he's packing meat.
but people were way more interested in that and what he did than what I did.
Yeah.
And I got a little mad. I'm not gonna lie.
Right.
I was like, you guys care about how sausage is made, you pieces of shit. You know what I mean? I was like, they were like, oh yeah, Mike and his comedy, but like, let's hear about like how to.
I think
deer.
that's true. That's true. That there are people who should be asking me, wait, tell us a little bit about.
You're in it for the wrong reasons. I just realized it right now.
How did you do this? How did you end up becoming a comic when they said it couldn't be done?
Yeah.
When everyone said there's no fucking way this guy is ever going to make any money or hold a job.
Yeah.
How did you do it?
But they don't care.
No, nobody cares.
No.
You know, I realized that a long time ago.
Yeah.
And then I stayed in it.
Well, we're comics. We're arrogant. We always walk into a room thinking we're the most interesting thing in that room. We're like, yeah, I do comedy. What do you guys do?
Right.
And they're like, I have a real job. And I'm like, fuck.
And I realized police or firefighters or someone who has action all the time.
Yeah,
right?
they
There's
have way better
always
stories.
they have constant action.
Yeah.
Comics, like I have zero action. I'm making up shit in my room to tell on stage on a piece of paper. None of this shit happened to me. I go, okay, what can I talk about? Let's see. My car broke down in front of Walmart.
I just realized like that stand-up comedy is like LARPing for real life. It's just
Right, there's no real life.
yeah, it's
Talk to any comic.
yeah.
They're not outside. They're not with other people.
They're not doing things.
They're not doing shit.
No, they're not really.
So the guy who has the stories doesn't even need to tell the stories because his life is fulfilling enough.
Yeah, exactly.
Mine isn't. I got to make up stories
I gotta
that
make
don't
up shit. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So where am I? How do I get to be a firefighter now? I got to go through a test.
You got to do a lot.
I mean, I don't really even want to be a firefighter, but because I think I could be a firefighter,
I'm gonna say something right now.
because they have the whole hangout, right? They do the chili.
Once again, you're in it for the wrong reasons.
I wouldn't be fighting fires.
You're like, I want to be firefighter for
Not
the
for-
chili.
The hang.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie. I've been pretty jealous of firefighters too.
Right.
They get to just hang out in this house and like play pool and shit.
Right. I'd be like, hey, why don't we just take the trucks and move them out in the back? Because we got this nice under in like shady.
Yeah.
And the chicks are walking by. Right. So let's just watch the ladies
Yeah.
and we'll play ping pong And sometimes we'll let the ball roll into the street while the chicks walk by, so we have an excuse to walk out there to see the chicks.
You've been a great firefighter. Now I think about it. Yeah.
I don't know why I've spent my life really working very hard.
Sorry, I just looked at Donnie's face and he's so enthused by this.
He's upset with us again?
Yeah, he's real mad at us.
I don't. Donnie
does this thing where like you'll say an interesting fact and he'll go like this. He'll go.
Yeah.
He'll roll his eyes and I can never tell like what it means by that.
If you impress Donnie, you've done something.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Right.
Yeah. Donnie's a hard laugh too, actually.
Yeah.
If you get him to laugh, I mean.
And see, that is the worst thing. He's playing us because he knows that comics need verification from everyone.
Oh yeah, validation. Yeah.
That we can make anybody laugh. That's why the show Make Me Laugh was so popular. Right. You put someone like Donnie in the King Throne, and then you send up 3 comics.
Yeah.
Henry Cho, Robin Williams.
Yeah.
And me. Henry Cho's my brain.
Yeah.
I haven't even heard of him in a long time, but someone mentioned Henry Cho, and it's how I remember people.
Yeah.
See, this is why Coca-Cola keeps advertising. Because if you don't constantly say Coca-Cola, you'll forget about Coca-Cola too. Yeah. It's got to be there. This is why this podcast is not working. We are not in their faces.
Yeah.
If the podcast was available...
Let's spend
in weird places where people wouldn't normally expect to listen to like a church, a morgue. Okay,
let's advertise at a morgue
and at the gas station.
Yeah,
if we did the podcast and not even live, it's just that we're doing it right now, and it's also simulcasting in other places. The dog track, bathrooms. What if we made cassette tapes and left them all over the place?
Oh, you lost me. Cassette tapes?
Yeah.
How the fuck?
Do not play this cassette. We write on it. It's intriguing, right? And it'll be like, this must be an amazing cassette. And then we write the date, 2021. Like, okay, where do you get a cassette in 2021 that says, do not play this cassette? And then someone would actually have to go hunt a cassette player. See, that's how these things happen.
Are we trying to bring back Casios? Like Casio as a company?
No, what we're trying to do is create false excitement.
That's what comedy is, though.
Right. It's all a fucking charade. It's all a charade. Okay?
Yeah.
Because when a comic says the other day, he doesn't mean the other day. He said that every fucking show for the last year.
Yeah.
So why can't we create a charade? Yeah. That's what the pop-up comedy show stuff is, right? Or pop-up businesses. Like, oh, it's improv, or it's right now, it's happening, it's relevant. It's like live. It's hard enough that we're dying and then you're yawning.
I'm sorry. I was
Why don't you like this idea?
I was holding because
it's hard.
We would lose so much money on
cassette tapes.
I'm trying to record cassette tapes.
Where could we, look? Here's okay. Do you think this is a stupid idea? Like if
I think this might be one of your.
No, here's another idea that I had. Okay, remember I said we should exploit the homeless with T-shirts. You remember that one?
Of course.
Okay, so if I want to sell, and that wasn't a bad idea. It doesn't hurt the homeless.
That was such a good idea.
It's a good idea. You give them free shirts advertising your business.
Yeah,
because they're everywhere.
Yeah,
it's easier to advertise on the back of a guy without a house. Okay, so here's the thing, because he's always out. I can't. If I give free shirts to people who are in homes, they're inside. You can't see them.
Oh my god, yeah.
I mean, I would like to know the drive-by numbers on this homeless guy. Like, how many cars go by you a day? Like, if he could keep stats with one of those things that you put on the ground where cars run over. If he does his own clicking. If he held up a sign, 33,000 cars passed me today. Advertise with me. Like, there would be a business there.
Yeah,
right.
That's a good point.
So here's how I sell my T-shirts or get my name out there.
Yeah.
On T-shirts, again, I make a bunch of cheap T-shirts and I start donating them to Goodwill with my name on it. Right?
I can't.
Yes.
I can't.
Because people are going to buy.
Like, this is a problem.
Why is it a...
This is the problem, is that it's actually a fucking good idea.
Yes.
But it would get such bad press.
No one knows
Yeah, for
that
sure.
you're donating. I'm donating clothing. with a message.
I can see you on Dr. Phil right now. I'm donating clothing, okay? Like they're gonna push you with a bum fights guy. And be like, these are the same person.
There's also, I mean, look, people go to thrift stores to buy clothes.
Yeah.
Okay, so they can choose not to buy my message on my shirt.
Well, thank God they have a choice.
Right.
In your fucking
Unless I
weird
put some secret
scheme.
symbol on it that they don't know they're wearing.
No, hold on. Even better, Donnie. We're gonna secretly advertise using the homeless, so everybody's
the
confused.
message doesn't come out until they wash it once. And then they don't even know the message is right there on the back of the collar.
Hold on.
Can't even get to the message.
They have to wash the shirt.
But they're gonna wash it, right? Yes.
The homeless are?
No, it's Goodwill.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
I mean, Donnie goes to Goodwill. I go to Goodwill.
Yeah.
My daughter goes to Goodwill. People are into repurposing, right?
Yeah.
It's this fake repurposing. We trick them with new stuff. It's actually
Listen,
stuff that's hurting the environment.
I honestly think this could work. Honestly,
Right.
Like it's weird. It's a weird concept, but I think it
And
works.
you could do it with your comedy act. You can put it on cassettes again.
With the cassettes again. I can't. You lost me. With the
Okay,
cassettes.
forget cassettes. CDs.
Still.
There's people out there that are buying CDs.
As a joke.
No, there's older people that have CD players, and they see, oh, what's this comic live? Mike Stevens live at the Palladium, and there's 1,000 fucking copies. So Goodwill, of course, is trying to get rid of them.
Yeah.
They're not going to throw them away if you package them nicely enough. Better yet.
I hear so much money wasted. Like
Better
in this
yet.
concept. Yeah.
I don't think this is legal. What I'm thinking.
Yeah, I think it's immoral.
Could you? No.
It's
Why
on-
is it immoral? All you're doing is trying to get your message to people like Jesus
I have a
did.
better idea. What if we do face tattoos? We face tattoo the homeless.
No, people have done that. Let me finish this one because I think this is big. And Donnie, if you don't agree with this one, I'd be surprised. So it's a Eddie Murphy packaging that we make. It looks like an Eddie Murphy CD.
Yeah.
But when you play it, it's really the Mike Stevens show. Sure, they might immediately throw it away.
That's so bad.
Is that too bad?
I feel like no, don't do that. The disappointment
Yeah.
of people. If you were like, it's Eddie, the secret tapes of Eddie Murphy, and then
Yes!
it's just my face.
That's better.
The first thing they see. How fucking angry would you be?
Well, I think the idea with the T-shirts is feasible. The Goodwill.
We should try it.
Okay, I have tried it, but I'm saying I've donated my shirts
Yeah.
with my name on it,
Yeah.
thinking, this might not be a bad way of getting my name out there.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when people use Craigslist. You know, when they try to, if you want to sell tickets to your comedy show that has no attendance, you have 1,000 seats and no one's buying tickets, you put an ad on Craigslist. Tickets, comedy show, almost sold out, right? It's this whole fake, it's guerrilla marketing. That's what this is.
Yeah.
When the chick sits next to you in the bar and you're hitting on her and you buy her a drink and she asks for a certain vodka
Yeah.
because she works for that vodka company.
Guerrilla marketing.
That's what they used to do. Yeah. There's a lot of good, I mean, look, there's a lot of good that could come from it. There's a lot of good that can come from it.
Like what?
Because if you can become successful
Yeah.
and show people these new ways of marketing that I've just come up with, I think that is a way to make money for yourself. You'll give back to the community. You'll provide jobs. And then you'll donate on your birthday to certain charities
Yeah.
because you're going to be that guy.
No.
You're going to be so
I got a
wealthy.
feeling that the guy who exploits the homeless isn't going to donate to the homeless. That's just me, right?
You're wrong. I think those, and by the way, you're not exploiting. The homeless people are going to get so much more out of it. And then you have lunch with the homeless. You have all kinds of, lunch. We should do a lunch with the homeless. Right? Roadside barbecue with Jimmy the homeless guy.
See, I imagine something much worse. I imagine you walking an army of homeless people into a Chili's and just taking that bitch over. Just conquering
like the
Chili's.
pipe, like they couldn't turn you down. Yeah. Let's get everybody. Let's go. Like I used to do.
All separate checks, please. Thank you.
Like I used to do in college.
Yeah. Exactly like you used to do in college.
I think it's, I don't know. Look, it's the end of the podcast. I know we're struggling here to get this wrapped up. Donnie wants to go. Mike wants to smoke some more.
Yeah, for sure.
But
There's a but.
but I really felt like we just started getting into our stride here.
Yeah. Let's go for another 3 hours.
If we could do just, I can continue to talk. If we just if Donnie was impatient enough, I don't know what's going on.
Well, we were supposed to record at 1. It is now 4.
Right. So it's 3 hours, and we got like 40 minutes of actual, and it might not even work when he looks at it. Yeah. It might be fucked up again.
It might be corrupted.
This is what I don't want to hear. Like tomorrow at 9, you call me and go, no, we can't release. This one got corrupted too. Yeah. I just spent like $1,500 on Amazon to buy all this equipment that corrupts every podcast. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah.
This is the problem with trying to move up, by the way. We should have never moved up.
Okay.
We should have stuck with the shitty equipment, right? This anytime anybody does this.
Yeah.
Oh my God, our pizza place is amazing. Let's open 2 more. The whole fucking thing collapses. And you're broke. You're on the street wearing a shirt that says Mike and Carmen's podcast. Somehow I brought it together at the end, didn't I, Don?
Yeah. Tied it all up.
Walked it all around.
Nice little bow.
All right, folks. If you're out there, look, we had 80 downloads on Thursday. And then we had 2 yesterday. So tell your friends. Please tell your friends.
Tell your friends, please.
Tell your friends to listen to this podcast because there is no other podcast. I don't think there is, by the way.
Just like this?
Yeah, because we kind of don't care. Everyone's trying harder than we are, right? Aren't they super trying to be a super podcast? I mean, we're not even. We're not even trying. Like I'm not even writing nothing down and preparing for this.
Yeah, it shows.
That's exactly what people want.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so I'm giving you what you want.
Giving you what you want.
And please don't like comment, oh, you had a great podcast, because then that puts pressure on me. Then I'd be like, Mike, we got to fucking get our shit together.
Give the people what they want. Yeah.
No, we don't want to do that. Just try to listen to what we're doing. We care about you. Goodbye.